You're live.
Welcome everyone. The season like that is gone, and right now, me and Daryl on the stream are going to be reviewing the season along with you guys. So you guys, as I said, can get your thoughts and opinions on what you thought of the 2017-18 season. But it definitely has been a roller coaster ride of a season. United finished second in the Premier League and no silverware, which is quite disappointing, obviously being in two finals as well. No, being in one final, I should say. In the FA Cup final, obviously against Chelsea, we fell short and didn't get the job done. Welcome, Ryan. Welcome to the stream. Thanks for joining. Welcome, Red Army NFC. Welcome to the stream. Thanks for joining. He says he'll be listening to my stream whilst doing his essay. Hopefully, I don't distract you too much from that. But, it's good that you're doing schoolwork because I'm procrastinating. Anyway, I'm happy that everyone who has already joined me for the season review, the big video, the kind of curtain closer of the season, really. Because after this, it'll be all geared towards next season, the transfers, who we need to bring in, who we need to get rid of, all that sort of stuff. Welcome, BHFC News 7. And as I said, leave a like if you haven't already as well. I do apologise for any background noises. I can't help that. But anyway, welcome, Billy T. Welcome to the stream. Thanks for joining. Thank you, everyone that's already joined. But I am joined today by Daryl Johnson. If you want, from Dazzer's Football Stand. If you want to check out his channel, as you already know, his link is in the description down below. Welcome, Indie Tagger, by the way. Daryl, say hello, pal.
Yes, good evening. Pleasure to be back on again. Also, check out my season review that I did with Kieran. Thank you for having me on again, as usual. Pleasure to be back on. And I don't even have my introduction music like I did in the other stream.
Oh, yeah.
You know that, yeah. Pleasure to be on. Also, I'm just finishing processing the live FIFA 18 friendly stuff that I did with Dimitri, which I'm currently doing another friendly at the same time. But, pleasure to be back on, and let's get into it.
Let's get into it indeed. And you guys in the chat can get your thoughts on how you thought the season has gone, and throughout the stream we'll be giving our thoughts on the moment of the season, the player of the season, and the goal of the season as well. So we'll be getting our thoughts on that, and you guys in the live chat can be getting your thoughts on that as well as we go through. My day's been all right, BHFC News, mate. It's been great. It's been nice. I haven't done too much today, but I did a transfer video previously. If you want to go check that out, all about the Gareth Bale transfer news. So if you haven't already, check that out. It is live on the channel. But as we're here, let's get crack-a-lacking. So, Man United season in the Premier League, we finished second. And to be honest with you, in the Premier League, at the start of the season, if you watch my season preview I did with Big O, I ultimately, I thought we could win the title, and I think it was, there's no doubt that, there's no doubt that we should have been winning the title, really. With the squad we had, and we went into this season full of confidence after the transfer window, bringing in Romelu Lukaku, Victor Lindelof, so we brought in some great talent into Manchester United. And with the talent we already had, we had a lot of promise going into the season. There was no doubt about that. So ultimately, to finish second was a bit of a disappointment, and obviously to finish so far behind Manchester City, 19 points behind them, that was the major disappointment really of this season. So I was pretty disappointed with that. And ultimately, we finished second, and that was for the league. Although it was definitely progress from last season. We picked up 12 points more than we did last season. So there's definitely progress in the league from last season. But, Daryl, obviously, let's start with the league positioning first. Do you think that, the league position this season shows that we've made progress, or do you think it's kind of a false representation of the apparent progress we've made this season?
Well, I would definitely say we've made a good progress because, you finished second under Jose Mourinho. It's our best season so far. I'd say best season. Best finish so far since Alex Ferguson retired, which is in 2013. We've had David Moyes and, all them Louis van Gaal, all them crap managers, managing elsewhere now. David Moyes was at West Ham, but now not. So, he's been sacked how many times now? But, we have made progress this season. We have to remember that it's been a decent season. But, like I said, it's just embarrassing to see us finish 19 points above below our rivals. Not above. I wish it was above, but below our rivals. It's just embarrassing.
Yeah. I agree. I definitely agree. I think 19 points is a ridiculous, a completely ridiculous kind of gap to have over first and second, and it makes kind of finishing second place a bit of a hollow, because obviously if you're so far behind, it's is that what you want? It's not, is it really? I mean, I know that's pretty obvious, but usually finishing second, if it was a very close race, then it might be all right, but ultimately, finishing 19 points behind, it makes second place a bit irrelevant. Welcome Liam A7, welcome to the stream. Thanks for joining. And guys, if you are watching and haven't already, please do leave a like as well. That'd be absolutely fantastic. So Indy says, this season reminds me of Chelsea 2013-14, won against the big sides, but bottle against the small sides. Yeah, and I agree. Obviously, we lost it against the three newly promoted sides, Newcastle, Huddersfield, and Brighton. We all lost away from home against them. So ultimately, that was very much a shocking display from the lads there. But we did beat we beat every single team in the Premier League this season. We lost a few too many, but we beat every single team, which is the first time that's happened for quite some while for United. So in that sense, it was, it definitely shows progress. But yeah, I agree, Indy. I think it does show a bit of that Chelsea 2013-14 season. Red Army FC says, if it wasn't for the Champions League, this season would have been acceptable. Yeah, obviously the loss of Sevilla was kind of one of the big moments in the season. Kind of one of the season-defining moments, unfortunately, really, going out to Sevilla. And the manner that we went out, it was pretty poor, appalling, really. From that as well. He also goes on to say that EFL doesn't matter, FA Cup final, although the final result doesn't matter because it didn't change the overall performance. Yeah, I mean, it would have been nice to have an FA Cup in the trophy cabinet, and obviously finishing second and having an FA Cup would be, I think would be an all right season. But unfortunately, we bowled it in the final and didn't get it. So yeah, it's annoying, really is annoying. But I think. I don't know how I'd rate the season, obviously, but we're going to get into that. But yeah, obviously, you would like a piece of silverware if you could help it. BSC News says, what do you think about Fulham returning to the Premier League? Obviously, Fulham winning the Championship playoff final, so they will be in the Premier League next season. So fair play to them. And Ryan Sessegnon as well. We're going to see this young kid in the Premier League next season. Ryan says, this season has been crap, to be honest. City winning the league and losing to Chelsea in the final. Only thing going for us is that Real Madrid won last night. Yeah, exactly. I mean, Paul Scholes summed it up by saying, if we're relying on Liverpool losing the Champions League final to salvage our season, then it's not been a good season. And I definitely agree with you there, mate. Definitely agree. Indy says City were lucky because of the refs early in the season. Yeah, they did get a lot of late wins and they were quite jammy, but I think overall they did play the best football out of any of the teams. But I'm just happy that we did beat them at their own backyard. Surian Spinaccio, welcome to the stream. He says, lol, found Dazzer's top comment on a PS2 Who Wants to Be a Millionaire video. So there you go.
Oh, the PS... Oh, yeah. Yeah, I watched the Who Wants to Be a Millionaire gameplay and stuff. Because it's one of my... Well, it was my favourite... I'd say it was my favourite... That's one of my favourite TV shows at the time. I used to watch it all the time. It just used to be good. So I didn't really know hardly many of the questions. Well, that doesn't really matter. Just the PS2 version of Millionaire is just funny because when you look at Chris Tarrant on that game, it looks nothing like him, and his neck just goes back and forth and back and forth. It's like it's rather amusing, yeah. But whoa, Jesus Christ! Luckily there was nothing in that. Good, there was nothing in that. Right.
Goodness me. Well, while you're sorting that out, we'll read a few more of the comments, and then we will we will very much get into. I think the first category we're going to look at is moment of the season. So if you are watching, please do get your thoughts in the live chat on your moment of the season. Going to read a few more of the comments before I reveal what my moment of the season was. But you guys can have your say in the live chat about that. So Ryan said the fact that City were a different class this season. Yeah, they were. They definitely were a different class this season. And I really hate saying that as a United fan, but they were absolutely unbelievable. And hopefully next season we can be just like that. Billy T says, hopefully Jose changing his coaching staff will be a positive move for next season. Yeah, I hope it will be, Billy. I think it will be because, maybe getting, some different people around him might change a few of his on the way he plays. And hopefully we do, sharpen up our football and it's not just sort of sideways movement, sideways passing all the time. But yes, I hope it does show improvement. I'm not using the green screen because I can't use it off Google Hangouts. It doesn't let me for some reason. So yeah, that is why I'm not using the green screen for this video. Views FC News has to go. Thanks for watching, mate. Please leave a like if you haven't already. He also thinks Fulham and Wolves will stay up, but Cardiff will go back down. Yeah, unfortunately, I probably have to agree with that. I think Cardiff, their squad probably isn't good enough for the Premier League, but they might make some new additions. But my moment of the season this season for Manchester United, there was a lot of decent moments in the season. But for me, it had to be beating Man City at the Etihad 3-2. Now, that was, it was a game of two halves, 100%. Man City, I was watching it in a pub, and Man City, absolutely dominated us at the Etihad, 2-0 up at half time, and you thought there was no hope in this game. May as well turn it off and you may as well turn it off and tuck into my dinner, right? But second half, we come out all guns blazing, and we win we turn it on its head within the matter of 20 minutes of the second half. It was an unbelievable game, and it was just so amazing to watch. And the fans' reaction after the game as well was something else. Just the fans being unified and, together, all supporting the team. It was a great, great moment for me. I'm going to come to Daryl first, and then I'll read out what you guys have to say on your moment of the season. But Daryl, what was your moment of the season what was your moment of the season for Manchester United?
Well, apart from there's a fork in the road. Never mind. Bad joke. I would probably... Well, there's two moments of the season, I would say. And they're both comebacks. The 2-0 down comeback from against Man City, obviously. And then obviously the comeback against Crystal Palace. Now, well, both of them were brilliant comebacks, But both games, first half didn't do very well. The City game example, I'd say the City game was the biggest moment. First half it just didn't turn up at all. We just did absolutely cack as usual. And then second half we came out and absolutely smashed them. So we did very well. That is my moment of the season because it's not every day that you see a fantastic comeback like that against the team that's top of the league as well. It's fantastic, and maybe we could try and get some more comebacks in next season. Hopefully we don't have to, but. Hopefully we can get some more goals comebacks like them if we need to, next season. I think next season's going to be tough for the league because obviously, like someone said, I don't know who said, but Cardiff City, they are Premier League class. They're pretty decent teams. Fulham, I think, are going to stay up. Wolves, I don't think will. And I don't think Cardiff will, though. But I think next season, out of the actual Premier League that are actually in there, I would say either West Ham or Newcastle to get relegated. So, but yeah.
Interesting. Yeah, no, it's interesting. So your moment of the season is the same as mine, and I think I have to concur that as well. So obviously, the Man City game is very much a favourite. A few of your comments. Billy says beating the Scouts at home and come back against City were his two moments of the season. Obviously, the 2-1 win over Liverpool was an absolutely fantastic moment. Marcus Rashford banging in the goals for fun. So yeah, I'd have to agree. Yeah. That was a fantastic moment in United season. And Red Army FC agrees 2-0 win at Liverpool, 2-1 win at Old Trafford. Yeah, I agree. I think that was you could say that was a great moment as well, because it definitely was.
Yeah.
Ryan says the worst moments are losing to City at Old Trafford, which sent them to the title, the Champions League's last 16, losing the FA Cup final, and the inconsistency of our players throughout the season. Well, obviously, there isn't a category for worst moment, but yes, I think you've summed them up quite well there. If there were bad moments, that is what all of them I would put in that category. Daryl, you want to say something, mate?
1 sec.
He's eating his chicken.
He said every single one, but I think the most embarrassing game this season was the West Brom game.
West Brom, oh yeah, obviously losing to West Brom. That was very embarrassing.
Giving City the title away was stupid.
Indeed. So there you go. I think that's a good shout for one of the worst moments of the season as well. The West Brom defeat. Ryan also mentions the Bristol City lost to them in the Carabao Cup. Again, I'd have to agree with you, mate. I think it was a pretty shocking defeat there as well. So yeah, we've had a lot of shocking defeats, and as you said, Ryan, the inconsistency of United this season really has been to our downfall. Red Army FC says worst moment was losing to again. So Red Army FC agrees with Daryl. The worst moment was the West Brom. Losing to the bottom team in the league, handing City the title, or he says losing the first derby and hand City the title. So yeah, both of those were very, very shocking as well.
To be honest, we didn't do as bad as Arsenal, did we? So
yeah, that's true.
We didn't do as bad as Arsenal. Lost to Nottingham Forest, who were worse than Bristol City. So we're not as bad as Arsenal, are we? So which is actually good. Well, what about Man City against Wigan Athletic of League One?
Exactly. That was poor from them. Welcome, Aaron Richards, by the way. Welcome to the stream, mate. How are you doing? If you are watching, guys, as well, please do leave a like. That would mean a lot to me. Ryan says our comebacks versus City and Palace were good. The wins versus the top six, versus the Scouts, Chelsea, and Arsenal games. Yeah, I thought we've definitely come a long way from last season as well. And I agree, they were absolutely fantastic to watch. And just as a United fan, winning against the big teams is what you thrive. The smaller teams, are great to get the wins. You need the wins to win the title. But against those big teams, the rivalries, that is what you want. So yeah, I agree with you. Indy says Real Madrid in the 2011-12 season got 100 points. Second was Barcelona, the best team in the world at the time. 121 goals and 32 conceded. It shows if Mourinho has the tools, he will get results. And that's a great comment, I think, Indy, because that's why I really would encourage Jose Mourinho to bring in who he wants, because when he feels like he has the tools to succeed, he usually does succeed. So that's why I'm backing him in this third season to do well. If he does have the financial backing to bring in the players that he wants to bring in. Ryan says, and I was at the West Brom game too. Yeah, oh my word! I tell you what, that must have been as you say, they're really annoying, because the shocking performance from United. Like one of the games you go to, and the West Brom game, you think it's a banker, but it was a shocking performance from United, and ultimately handed Man City the title. That was one of the worst things about it as well. So yeah, that was our moment of the season. You guys can get commenting in the comment section down below on your thoughts on moment of the season. But next thing we're going to talk about, obviously, is the goal of the season. Now, you guys are to say, like the moment of the season, you guys can have your say in the live chat on what you thought was the goal of the season. For me, there's only one winner, and that was Nemanja Matic's goal versus Crystal Palace. Just the game situation, the fact that we were losing, we were 2-0 down, we were about to get the comeback. All of the players around him were saying, please don't shoot. It was hilarious. All the players around him saying, don't shoot. He hits it on the half volley, and it was an unbelievable strike. No keeper in world football is saving that. Past Hennessy, we win the game 3-2, added time. I mean, it was what a feeling that was. Indy Tagger already saying Matic, already agreeing with me, and I 100% agree. Daryl, what are your thoughts on it, mate? What was your goal of the season?
It's a hard one, because there's a couple of goals that could actually be down for goal of the season. Obviously, definitely, Nemanja Matic's goals definitely won them. Oops, a daisy. 1 sec, I'll just sort that out in a minute. But, there is a lot of others. Matic, the Marouane Fellaini back header in the back of the net against Arsenal, that 2-1 winner. Very decent goal, to be quite honest. I think there's only them two, to be quite honest. Paul Pogba's header against City, but if I was going to pick one, it would have to be the same as you, Matic against Crystal Palace. Because tell you what, you don't see midfielders hit strikes like them, because it was absolutely phenomenal and just outstanding. Obviously, with the situation that we win against Palace as well, if he hadn't scored that, we would have suffered a really another embarrassing defeat, and it would have been another cack game at the office as usual. But
yeah, no, I'd have to agree with you, mate. I definitely have to agree. Also, Fellaini, I mean, obviously, in terms of the actual quality of the goal, Fellaini against Arsenal wasn't great, but it was a great feeling to score that goal as well. But yeah, I think there's I mean, Ryan's already come in there and said he agrees with me. It does seem like Nemanja Matic, best goal of the season, is the popular choice. Welcome, Alex Burke. Welcome to the stream, pal. How are you doing? Thanks for joining us for the Manchester United season review. And yes, keep getting your thoughts in on on what you guys thought was the goal of the season. But yes, so obviously everyone's goal of the season so far, as we've seen in the chat, was Nemanja Matic's strike versus Crystal Palace, and it was just, I wish I was doing a watch long for that game, because that would have been absolutely unbelievable. Oh yeah, I mean, if you want to go check out Dow's reaction to that, he was doing a watch long to the game, so you can go check out on his channel, and if you want to go check out his channel, his link is in the description down below. And Alex, as expected, has agreed Matic against Crystal Palace is the goal of the season. So that seems to win the Red Devil Weekly Award for the goal of the season, and indeed the official Manchester United Award for the goal of the season. So there we go.
You know what's funny is the fact that Nemanja Matic is our goal of the season, but he wasn't in the selection for the Match of the Day goal of the season. Jamie Vardy got it against West Brom. Then again, it was a good finish, first time shot.
It was.
Not as good as the long range ones. You can't beat the long range ones, can you, sir?
Exactly. But yeah, I mean, fair play to him. Fair play. I thought it was a fantastic goal and a fantastic moment just when you need it. Alec, Billy T says Matic as well. So again, we're all in agreement. Nemanja Matic. And as I said, guys, if you haven't already, please leave a like as well on the stream. Really goes a long way. Alex says Tubes left Twitter. Don't know about YouTube. I haven't seen Tubes around for a long time, which is a shame, because
I haven't seen Tubes at all.
He was a great member of the community. So yeah, I don't know what's going on with him, but there we go. I don't know what's happening.
I know a lot of people.
Yeah, maybe he might have left YouTube. I don't know, but there we go. Real Army FC says, lads, who heard about the rumours of Carrick keen on taking the gaffer spot once Jose leaves? I suggest he does. The same as Giggs, and takes a smaller job and gain experience. It can't be like Arteta. Yeah, I agree. I definitely agree, mate. I think, Michael Carrick obviously will learn under Jose Mourinho when he is in the coaching sort of staff at Manchester United. So yeah, I think it'll be nice to see. It'll be nice to see Michael Carrick possibly take over the role from Jose Mourinho. But yeah, I do think he needs to get a bit more managerial experience before he does do that. I want to welcome Crazy Piece of Gaming as well, and welcome back Liam as well. So yeah, as I said, guys, leave a like on the stream if you haven't already. But Alex has given me another idea for a category we could do. Most improved player of the season. Now, that is a very good category. You guys can have your thoughts on that in the live chat as well. But we've already got a mention there from Liam. He says, what happened to Scott McTominay? I mean, to be honest with you, I don't know. I think he kind of dropped off a bit. He wasn't being started as much towards the end of the season because Jose Mourinho went to his tried and tested methods. But a few of you guys already saying, just reading my mind already in the live chat there, my most improved player of the season would definitely be Jesse Lingard. Now, for me, even though, towards the end of the season, he wasn't having his best game. I mean, but who was having their best games towards the end of the season? But Jesse Lingard, without a doubt, from last season to this season, was absolutely fantastic. I mean, there was a period in about November to January where he was scoring goals for fun. He was banging them in, scoring them at vital periods. Scored twice against Burnley to gift us a draw in that game. Scored against Derby County in the closing minutes, and just doing absolute bits for United. And he had a fantastic, run of form. And for me, Jesse Lingard, definitely has a decent future at United if he continues to develop under Jose Mourinho the way he is. So, yes, for me, it'd be Jesse Lingard, and you guys in the chat seem to agree. Red Army FC says Jesse. Alex Burke says Lingard. Alex says Lingard. Red Army FC says Jesse. Indy Tagger says Jesse Lingard. Ryan says Jesse Lingard by a mile. And yeah, Billy T also agrees, says Lingard most improved player. So everyone is in agreement tonight. Everyone is agreeing with everyone else, which is great. By the way, Aaron, I'm not forgetting your comments. Don't worry about that, mate. I do apologise. I have been kind of skimming over them, but I have been reading them, just not being able to say them out. He does say that he's saying it to you, Dal, that your Middlesbrough team are playing my Manchester United team in his fantasy Premier League. And on the opening weekend. So, unfortunately, Daryl, I think Man United are going to get one over on Middlesbrough. Obviously. Well, okay. Fair enough, mate. Ryan says, I was never a fan of Lingard until October this season. He has really developed. I think he has developed. And I think a lot of Man United fans saw him as more of a squad player. But now we're seeing, we saw his true colours. So I'm really happy for him. Really happy for the guy. And hopefully he can continue to improve and become one of the best, one of the best, one of the best players of the club. Aaron, I just read your message about Darryl Johnson's Middlesbrough playing Manchester United on the opening day, and I tell you what, Manchester United, we are going to absolutely cane them. Red Army FC says Jesse improved his chances of getting game time compared to last season. Yeah, and he was getting a lot more game time as well this season and scoring some brilliant goals. The goal he scored against Everton comes to mind. Obviously, the two he got against Burnley, Derby County. The list goes on. So, yeah, definitely most improved player of the season, Jesse Lingard. I'm going to come to you, Darryl. I realise I haven't asked. What was your thoughts on most improved player of the season?
This won't go down well in the chat. I'll tell you now, because mine is not Jesse Lingard.
Oh, okay.
I know people are going to say that this is definitely false because it can't be right. I'm saying Romelu Lukaku.
Romelu Lukaku.
Main reason because it's his first season at Manchester United. Jesse Lingard's been at United for how many years now? 2-3 years, so he's used to the club. But Lukaku comes, first season for him at Manchester United. Comes, scores goals. Scored 4 goals? I think already. He's scored 4 goals already in the first couple of games. He scored quite a couple of games, But then, the second half of the season afterwards, he did start to lack because of his boots. He's wearing the wrong boots or something. Which, to be honest, I think that's a load of tripe these days. But yeah, he certainly wanted them. Then, yeah, like you said, Jesse Lingard as well, probably. But, there's a couple of players who could be most improved. Then, obviously, Lukaku has a good spell, then has a bad spell, then he has a decent spell again. So, 20... So what, about 24... how many? Just 16 goals so far this season. He's top scorer, I think, for United. I think he's United's top scorer. So for him to become United's top scorer in the first season, it's good. It's actually good. Jesse Lingard, however, Jesse Lingard does score important goals at Wembley. He hasn't this time, but he does score important goals in a lot of the games. But yeah, I will say Romelu Lukaku.
There you go. So Dal throws a bit of a spanner in the works there. Romelu Lukaku, most improved player of the season. I think he has done all right, Lukaku. I think, obviously a lot of the papers were saying, he wasn't performing to his best and, he wasn't impressing United. But the way he started at Manchester United, he just couldn't stop scoring. And then he sort of had a bit of a dip after, And then obviously what happened in the Manchester derby as well, missing that big opportunity. So, I mean, he's had an up and down season, really, I think, Lukaku. I would have liked to see him get to 30 goals in all competitions for the season, but it wasn't to be due to his injury. And obviously, he didn't help us win the FA Cup. So, yeah, I don't know. Let's read a few of the comments here. Actually, Ryan, yeah, we'll get on to most disappointing player of the season in just a second, because I think that's a good one to think about. Billy T says Darmian. I think Darmian is a waste of space. To be honest with you, I've got to say I've had enough with Matteo Darmian, but I don't want to go on a huge rant about him, but he's just an absolute waste of space, mate. Alex Burke says Shaw. Interesting. I think, yeah, possibly Luke Shaw as well.
Alex Burke, but Sanchez.
Red Army FC says Shaw barely plays as well as Darmian. I think, obviously it's hard to say players have been, disappointing if they don't really play. But yeah, Indy says Herrera. I mean, for me, I think Herrera actually towards the end of the season was quite good. At the start of the season, I didn't really rate him that highly. But towards the end of the season, I think he's been all right. Especially in that FA Cup semi-final against Spurs. He was absolutely fantastic. So, yes, Liam says Lukaku scored 24 goals last season. He scored 16 this season, obviously in the Premier League. How is that an improvement? I think, obviously, in Premier League goal scoring, it wasn't really too much of an improvement. We want him to be, going for that golden boot in the Premier League. He just didn't do that this season, which was disappointing. But I thought it wasn't too bad of a season this season.
But you have to remember that, Lukaku was playing for Everton, and they obviously had, more okay attack, and it was pretty much a one-man team with him. But with Lukaku at Manchester United, he has to play as a full team. He can't just play like solos. When we are not a one-man team like Liverpool and Tottenham Hotspurs, or them cack teams. Man City, Sergio Aguero, he's crap as well. A striker, a Man United striker doesn't always have to go for the golden boot. I mean, you do have to remember there was times where he didn't get goals, but every striker has that. Every player in the Premier League has that, where they have a good spell in some games and then they don't have then they have a bit of a bad spell in the next couple of games. So there's not what you can do about it. It doesn't matter if he scored less goals than last season. Who cares? It's still good that he's still improved because he's moved to moved to a much bigger team than Everton. And he scored 16 goals, which is actually decent. So the goal stats from last season, who gives a crap about last season? It's this season now. Or should I say it's next season now? Yeah.
Exactly, mate. Exactly. Well, yeah, I think, for me, I think Lukaku has done all right this season, really, for United. Obviously, not hitting the goal-scoring heights that you might want him to. But as you say, at United, it's good to have a range of different goal scorers. And, Lukaku, even though somewhat he has carried us through some games this season, but I think, we have got some different goal scorers. Welcome, PJ7. Welcome to the stream. And if you haven't already, please do leave a like on the stream. I really would appreciate it. Let's try and get to 10 likes for the stream. That would be absolutely superb. Billy T says true, but good for 6 months under Louis van Gaal. Then dipped in form. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I think he did kind of dip in form. Liam says Ashley Young is debatable. Yeah, but to be fair, I thought Ashley Young did all right this season, but I think I don't know. I think Ashley Young, he's done all right for his age, but I do think we need to be looking at different options. Ryan says, by coming into the season with high expectations but not performing as expected. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, that is true. That is true. It is kind of disappointing when a player does that. I think. Yeah.
I've just found something here. I'm looking at the Manchester United thingy bob here, and it says United will be placed into pot 1 for the Champions League. Now. And these are the rivals they could come up against, and they will be up against either one or two of these teams. So these are potential: Real Madrid, Atletico Madrid, Barcelona, Juventus, Paris Saint-Germain, Lokomotiv Moscow, or FC Bayern München. I hope not. I hope we don't play Bayern Munich because that doesn't make it any easy for me. Well. If I had to pick one of them teams for United to play against in Champions League group stage, I think I'd pick Lokomotiv Moscow or Juventus or one of them teams.
Yeah, I think so. I think that. I mean, that's that. I mean, yeah, that's just. We hope we don't get too hard of a team, but maybe it'd be interesting to see us test ourselves against one of the bigger sides. So yeah, I mean, the Champions League next season is going to be very, very interesting indeed. Red Iron says Lukaku can be debated. Liam brought the stats counter-claiming. Yeah, I think Lukaku. I think he has been a decent one of them. I think he has been. I think okay. The last word on Lukaku. I think he's been a decent player this season. Probably one of our best players, really. And we've shown in the last few games of the season we relied on him a bit too much because we weren't able to create anything. But yeah, that's the last word on Lukaku there. Billy says Rashford had a poor season. That's a very interesting one. Marcus Rashford, especially up front for me, has not cut it for Manchester United. And he's not a number 9. He's definitely better out wide. We saw that against Liverpool when Lukaku flicked it onto him. He's definitely better out wide, Marcus Rashford. And I hope, and I don't think he's good enough to play number 9 for me. So you guys can have your thoughts in the live chat about that. Aaron Richardson, another signing for Kieran's Man United. Luka Modric, yes. Bringing Luka Modric to United. What a signing that is. Brent IMC says, I actually like Herrera too. He's a cool guy. Doesn't like to cause speculation. Yeah. And he does the dirty work, I think, Ander Herrera. He goes around, does the dirty work. And that is what I like about him. He just, he doesn't care. No nonsense. He's kind of like Sergio Ramos. He's just a bit of a, for other teams, he's just a bit of a git, isn't he? He's just a bit of an annoying little git for other teams. But for United, he is absolutely fantastic. Ryan says Herrera isn't a good enough player. I mean, to be honest with you, I probably have to disagree on that one, Ryan, to be fair. I think he is good technically. I think with the right players around him, he can be fantastic. But yeah, I don't know. Indy says Herrera probably wants to go to Barcelona again. He was definitely linked with Barcelona. I actually think it was the last transfer window as well, heavily linked with Barcelona. So yes. PJ7, I'm looking at here. PJ7, yes, Manchester United could face Juventus in the group stage next year of the Champions League.
Let's not.
So, PJ7, mate, PJ7, we might be doing a preview, Manchester United versus Juventus, and you can give us a lowdown on your team. That'll be absolutely epic.
Now you're going to get smashed.
Man United can play Juventus in the next one. Ryan says wouldn't mind one top team in our group. I probably wouldn't mind it either because it's good to get tested against the best. Because I mean, Darryl doesn't seem too keen, but there we go. Liam on Lukaku says 6
except Bayern Munich would do me.
Every top team says except Bayern Munich. Yeah, that's understandable. Liam says 16 goals for £90 million striker isn't great. True, but I think in football, in modern football, you have to take the price tag out of the equation for me. I think
he wasn't 90 million. He was 75, wasn't he? Wasn't he 75?
Yeah, I think he was 75. Yeah. Alex says if Man United and Juve are in pot 1, then no. I think Man United are in pot 2, Juve in pot 1, so we can get Juventus. So that is going to be a very interesting tie, as Ryan just said there. PJ7 says, do you guys really think United could beat Juventus? Possible, but unlikely, in my opinion. I mean, right now, it does seem unlikely. But with Jose Mourinho as your manager, you have to believe because in these one-off matches against the bigger sides, he has been very, very good. So, you have to believe. You have to believe in Jose, for me. Alex says, if you are in pot 1, that means you get one team from pot 2, 3, and 4. Yeah, I think we are in pot 2, and Man United are in pot 1. So, yes, that is, yeah.
Look at this.
There we go. What is that?
It's on this it's on the Manchester United live thing, right? You probably saw the names. Now it says Man United Live have named their ideal partner for Romelu Lukaku.
All right,
there's 12%
potential partner for Romelu Lukaku.
There's 12% of people that are saying that we don't need another striker to, accompany Lukaku. But it seems that everyone's gone for RL9.
All right. Tell you what, Robert Lewandowski.
59% have gone for him. Some have gone for Arnautovic, and some have gone for Mandzukic, where he's crap anyway, so I don't want him.
I mean, I'll tell you what, though.
Have the crap players.
Yeah, I mean, I'll tell you what, though. I think Robert Lewandowski is, for me, I mean, obviously I don't watch Bayern Munich, but I feel like he's a bit slow, really. He's not exactly a really quick, player, really. And I don't know. I mean, Alex here has already suggested Antoine Griezmann. I think he's been linked with Manchester United, so I think he'd be decent. Billy thinks Mourinho won't play with two strikers. And I think, if you have looked at Jose Mourinho's
I don't think he will, though.
Yeah, I agree. No, I agree. I think Jose Mourinho, the way he usually plays, he usually has like a big up front. We see Karim Benzema, Real Madrid, or maybe Gonzalo Higuain when he was there. We've got Zlatan at Man United and at Manchester United, and now we've got Romelu Lukaku. He loves and Diego Costa at Chelsea. He loves that big focal point, and Didier Drogba. The names just keep coming. So, as you said, he likes that big man up front who can really, who can put balls to. Welcome, United and Talk. Welcome to the stream, Zach.
Yes.
Thanks for joining. Please do leave a like if you haven't already, and also go and check out his channel in the description down below, as well as checking out his latest video, the top 5 Manchester United transfer targets, the top 5 people he thinks Man United need to sign. Very interesting video, very good video. Go and check his link out in the description down below. But yes, also Zach, if you want to join the call, you're very. I can give you the link if you want to. It's in the. It's on Twitter, so if you want to join the hangout, please feel free. Billy T says Allegri class manager. Yeah, he definitely is. And I think I'm glad he didn't come to Arsenal. To be fair, I'm glad because if he came to Arsenal, he could have really made a big impact, and we don't want that. We want the Banter era to continue.
To be honest, right?
Yeah, go on down.
With Lewandowski, he might not be as quick as people want him, but with United, pace doesn't really make the difference. It's more of the finishing. You look at Lewandowski. He's 28, 29 years old, something like nearly 30 or something like that years old. I can't remember precisely. Actually, I could actually find out because I've got the Bayern Munich app. I've got the Bayern Munich app. But the thing with Lewandowski is he can score. He can score. He scored 29 goals this season for FC Bayern Munich, and I think that is in all competitions. Let me have a look here.
There's no doubt he's a lethal striker. There's no doubt about that.
Well, let alone Lewandowski's been. Lewandowski's made Chelsea his biggest priority.
I've heard that. I've heard that. I've definitely heard Chelsea has been in the mix for Robert Lewandowski.
Wouldn't be any good.
Oh, by the way, I want to say welcome to Matt. Welcome to the stream, mate. How are you doing? Thanks for joining. Please leave a like. And obviously, the man you saw there was Daryl, not me. And so, as you said there, wow, Kieran's changed. Well, there we go. I'll tell you what. I'll tell you, if I change to that man, I'd become a much more handsome devil indeed. But anyway, but yeah, obviously Robert Lewandowski for Man United. I don't think he'll come to Man United, unfortunately. I don't think.
He won't. I don't think he's even going to leave Bayern Munich.
No, I don't think he will. But yeah, guys, if you haven't already, please leave a like as well on the stream. I really would appreciate it. PJ7 says Juve play Bayern in pre-season, if I'm not mistaken. That's going to be an interesting clash. Juventus versus Bayern Munich. Daryl will be watching keenly.
Dear.
Yeah, I'll tell you what. Juventus versus Bayern Munich. United and Talk says like the stream if you love Karius. Yeah, I mean, go crazy on the like button if you love Karius. The
thing with Bayern against Juventus is we always beat them, so it wouldn't make much difference, would it? So there you go. Lewandowski scored 9. Yeah, Lewandowski scored 29 goals.
That's solid. That's solid for the Bundesliga, to be fair.
Which is he's top scorer as usual. But there's nothing. People are saying that he's going to Chelsea. He's ruled out the Real Madrid move. I just hope he stays because if he leaves, then how on earth are Bayern Munich going to do next season? probably in the you probably get to the Bundesliga too.
Exactly, mate. Exactly. United talk. Don't worry, I didn't miss your comment, mate. He says thoughts on Savic in, Pogba out. I prefer Pogba to stay as he is Prem proven, and I couldn't agree with you more. Why would we be getting rid of Paul Pogba? For me, obviously he hasn't proven his full potential yet, but definitely I think that I'd rather keep him in the team, who's already got used to all the players around him and knows the Premier League, rather than bringing someone like Milinkovic-Savic, who could potentially not be a great signing. Lee87 says you wouldn't be ginger, that's for sure. Yeah, I know. I know. But Ryan says we're playing AC Milan, the Scouts, and Real Madrid in pre-season. Yeah, pre-season's going to be very, very interesting for Manchester United, indeed. But we're gonna bring the stream. It's gonna. Oh yeah, by the way, CIARAN, yes, Liam, the first one, you got it right, mate. Indy says Savic will need to adapt to the Premier League, so Pogba for me. Yeah, definitely agree with that, Indy. Definitely agree with that, mate. No, I won't react to that. Right, apparently I'm being told to react to the fact that Liverpool fans abuse Fellaini. Well, obviously they're going to do that as their rival.
To be honest, Fellaini's crap.
It is disgusting behaviour. Yes, it is disgusting behaviour. I do agree.
Oh, but now suddenly he's being abused. Suddenly you want him at the club. Suddenly you're saying, everyone's been saying get out, and then suddenly he gets abused, and everyone's saying, he's our player, get off.
Well, it's not fair to be abusing a player who's going to go watch a football match. Anyway, the last thing we're going to be talking about. The last thing we're going to be talking about is player of the season. And by the way, United and Talk, yes, I did see your new football boots. They look absolutely fantastic, I've got to say, on your Instagram story.
Sick.
Sick. Right. Player of the season. I want everyone who is watching right now, get your thoughts on the live chat. This is the last category we're going to be doing for the season review. So get your thoughts in. Who was your player of the season? If you haven't already, please do leave a like as well. So, my player of the season for me is a difficult one because there's a choice between two for me. Now, a part of me wants to say Romelu Lukaku because without him, we look completely hopeless and lost. But I think if I had to use my head, it would be David De Gea. I think, the amount of times he has saved us this season is unbelievable. Obviously, got the player of the season from the club as well this season in the awards. So for me, my Red Devil Weekly award would go to David De Gea, the Spanish Dave. A lot of you guys in the chat seem to be agreeing with me. Welcome, Matthew Coyle. Welcome to the stream, mate. Thanks for joining. So United Talk says De Gea. Indy says David De Gea. Matthew Coyle says De Gea. PJ7 said De Gea, as per usual. Billy T said De Gea. Alex says De Gea. So everyone is saying David De Gea. Daryl Johnson. Do you agree or do you disagree?
Well, like you said, there's a couple of you could go for. There's obviously David De Gea. There's obviously Romelu Lukaku, Jesse Lingard, Paul Pogba sometimes, But I would have to agree. I would say David De Gea. But I could say another one. That is Sack from United and Talk.
There you go. There you go, Zach, mate. There you go. Daryl Johnson has just shouted out Zach as a nomination for Player of the Season. I tell you what, he must be in the top 3. Ryan says he thinks it was Matic because he controls the midfield, but understands.
I think it was that Wayne Rooney fella.
Ryan says he thinks it was Matic because he controls the midfield, but understand De Gea as he says it so many times. What are you doing? Why are you messing about? Anyway, I think Matic was probably free the people. I think Nemanja Matic was absolutely fantastic this season, as well as Lukaku. I think Jose Mourinho's signings overall this season have been absolutely great. Have actually had a great impact, and hopefully they'll continue to have a good impact next season. But yes, obviously I think Ryan, that is a very respectable shout. Liam says, what are your opinions on Brendan Rodgers and is he good enough for United? The short answer is absolutely not. Absolutely not. Brendan Rodgers, ex-Liverpool manager, you can stay the F away from my club. You know, please do not come. We've got Jose. We've got, we've got Jose Mourinho. He's good enough for us. PJ Seven says Zach should be player of the year. I mean, I'll tell you what. I'll tell you. I'll tell you what.
No, we don't allow
as Dal said, you know, Zach the player of the year. I'll tell you what. He got into the final. And Zach, how did that final go, mate? No, I'm just asking. I actually don't know how it went. I don't know. I honestly don't know how it went.
Rogers.
But anyway, United in Talk says no fucking way. Brendan is a cock. Yeah, he is, mate. He's Liverpool. We can't have Liverpool, mate. We can't have Liverpool. We can't
Alex
have Liverpool, man.
YouTube of the season.
Alex, mate, I can't vote for that, mate. Tell you what, we're all great YouTubers, mate. We're all great YouTubers. Did you? Tell you what, that's shite, isn't it? That is. No, Matthew Court says Big O is boring, but there you go. We're still waiting for him to call in. No. No, you can't call in on Skype. No, you can't, because we're about to end the stream anyway. We're close to ending.
Because he has to go to bed.
I'll tell you what, United in Talk says got to be Daryl. Players of the season so much better than Zach. So there you go. But I'll tell you what, look at that. The shared support we share. That is the worst wording ever. You know what I mean. But there you go. United Talk says, but this season going to do a load of full videos. I'm looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to it. I would do full videos, and I was thinking about doing like a series of recreating Man United goals, but my camera actually broke, so I can't do it. I know excuses, but there we are. As I said, guys, please leave a like on the stream. That'll be absolutely fantastic. Brother Gaming has joined us. Welcome to the stream. Please leave a like. He says, best YouTuber has to be SR Gaming. Wow, I tell you what, that brings me back. Did a diss track on him. Anyway, that's in the past now. That's past Kieran. If you want to go see my past Kieran 10HD. Ryan says any World Cup coverage this summer. Well, I'll definitely be doing World Cup coverage for you guys. Daryl, will you be doing World Cup coverage for the fans?
Yeah, I'm doing watch-alongs for... Well, I'm putting it in the live chat again. I'm doing World Cup watch-alongs for England and Deutschland.
There you go. So, me and Daryl are both doing World Cup coverage. I'm not sure about Zach if he's doing World Cup coverage, but the World Cup is coming up, the biggest tournament in the world. I don't care about the Super Bowl, mate. Don't care about the Super Bowl. And Zach says he will do World Cup coverage. So all of your favourite Manchester United channels will be doing World Cup coverage. So stay tuned throughout the summer. Stay locked in with Red Devil Weekly, Daryl Johnson from Dazzer's Football Stand, United in Talk, possibly even ManUnitedMax. United lads are back. We're back in full swing. We're swinging like the swinging 60s. Tell you what. But there we go.
Alex says, in your face on 3 screens.
Alex says, do Ireland match watch long in the World Cup. Oh, Alex, mate, unlucky, pal. Unlucky. To be fair, I'm half Northern Irish, so there you go. Brother Gaming says, Brother Gaming says, I'm doing World Cup coverage. I'm not sure if you have a channel, but you can go check his one out as well. But there we go. Liam says, try do Mickey Scorpion kick just to watch your face. Mate, Liam, I'm telling you, if I was able to recreate Mkhitaryan Scorpion kick, you would not hear the end of it. I'm telling you right now. But
it's difficult to do.
It is. It's very difficult. Obviously, did Giroud do it better? Obviously not. Ryan McSween. Ryan says Ireland is playing tomorrow. Tell you what, I'll tell you what. You know, I want to watch that. I want to watch that. Obviously, internationals are coming back. The United players have joined up. With the England squad. So very, very interesting times.
Yeah.
How far will England go in the World Cup? We will see about that.
Quarterfinals.
Yeah. Dow says quarterfinals. Tell you what, interesting. Ryan says, no. Brother Gaming says, are you going to Russia? I'm going with TalkSport. Well, so if you've got connections to TalkSport, how about you help us out and get us on the radio? Ireland versus France. Tell you what, a few United players for that France lineup. Oh wait, because Jose Mourinho didn't let Anthony Martial get in the squad. There we go.
Oh,
anyway,
what a shit.
That's my rant over. Brother Gaming, Moosey, and the rest of them. There you go. Tell you what, mate, get us on the radio. Get us on the radio.
Ireland 4, France 0.
Liam A7 says, who agrees Big O is a fanny? Well, I tell you what,
that's harsh.
I'm not gonna say it yet, mate. Anyway, I'm not gonna say anything about that. Billy T says France will smash us. Yeah, tell you what, mate. Tell you what, Ireland, do they have a chance? I don't know. The Ireland talk says, I think knockout stages we will come up against Germany and we'll get battered. Tell you what, that brings me back memories of the 2010 World Cup. I couldn't watch it. I was in a swimming pool at the time. Couldn't watch it. Tell you what, everyone's saying Big O's a fanny in the chat. Well, I'll tell you what, imagine if that becomes a hashtag.
Yeah, it is a hashtag.
Brother Gaming says, who agrees Liam is begging for attention like a blind dog? He's blind. How can a blind dog beg for attention? Indy says, England probably won't make it out of the group stages. Yeah, to be fair, that is a real possibility. Real possibility. England might not make it out.
Well, we should do with the group we've got. I mean, there's only Belgium who's the tough team, you know. But let alone, we did an absolute cack a game against against the crappy shopkeepers.
Exactly. But guys, to end the stream for once and for all, we're not done yet. But I want everyone right now who is watching, put what did you think of Manchester United's season out of 10? What rate the season out of 10? That's the last thing we're going to do, and we'll read all of them out. And obviously, I'll give my judgment. Dal will give his judgment. And if you haven't already, leave a like as well. So my judgment on the season, I'm going to say 6 out of 10 for Manchester United's season. For me, finishing second in the league, we have progressed. We brought in some decent players. We've got we've got something to build on for the future. And I think that. Yeah, we've got something to build on for the future. And, obviously not winning silverware. If we won silverware, I probably would have bumped it up to a 7. But, obviously, we lost in the FA Cup final. Didn't get the silverware. So, obviously, I'll go with a 6 out of 10 for me. And I think we've got a lot to look forward to in the future. Hopefully, next season, bring in a few of Jose Mourinho's right-hand men, get the job done, and come home with a treble. Come on, United. Anyway, I'll read a few of the comments before coming to Daryl. So, Matthew Coyle says 5 out of 10. Dazzer goes for the 4, but I'll ask his opinion.
No, I've changed it.
Alex goes with 6, same as me. Billy T goes with a 6.5 out of 10, just a bit higher. Red Army FC goes for the 5.5, so just above average there. Indy goes with a 6. Ryan goes with a 6. Brother Gaming goes with a 9.5. Jesus, mate. I don't agree with that at all. There we go. Matthew Cole says, yeah, we'll see who's laughing come June. Well, there we go. We'll see who's laughing. United Talk says 6 out of 10. So, you guys seem to be going 6, 5, or, 6 and 5 around there. But there we go. His brother Gaming says, it'll be me in my big leather chair and an England shirt. There we go. Brother Gaming.
I don't even know what chair this is.
Red Army FC says treble. Yeah, I know, mate. I went a bit off the rails there. I went a bit off the rails. I mean, I think United can win the league and we can do well in the Champions League. So, mate, I tell you what, I've got hope for next season. Brother Games is 9.5, nearly won the league and all the cups. Can't bash that. Come on, mate. Nah. You're lying to yourself. Anyway, Daryl, what were your thoughts? Season out of 10, go.
5.
Daryl's gone with a 5 there.
I've gone for 5 mainly because I would have gone higher, but because we finished second in the league. It's been a good season, like league-wise, done much better. I only took it down because we finished 19 points below Man City, and I've also put it down because we didn't win a single trophy, as well as all the crap defeats in the season. So I've gone for 5, gone in the middle because, I think it's been a decent Premier League season, but I don't think the overall season's been that great, has it? So I think in the transfer window, bring some more players in, try and get them trained, and we'll see how we do next season.
So there you go. There's Daryl's assessment of the season. And I think it's very much a level-headed one. Alex just puts in there, young player of the season. We can do this quickly. But yeah, I think it's, again, a decent suggestion. Rate the young players. Obviously, Jose Mourinho. I mean, has he really brought through many young players this season? It very much is, debatable. But Zach says it there. United in Talk says it there. For me, McTominay, I'd have to agree. Scott McTominay has come in, has been very professional, very much, what do you call it? Very, very, very mature, coming in from the youth team and playing that way. So, yeah, you guys getting your thoughts on the young player of the year in live chat. Already a few of you saying, well, Ryan there says Jose only has played one young player, and I think that's a good point, really. How many young players really has Jose Mourinho played? Yeah, so United in Talk says McTominay. Billy T says McTominay as well. Ryan says McTominay. Indy says McTominay. So it seems that everyone is in agreement with Scott McTominay. Brother Gaming and Matthew Coyle seem to be having a bit of a standoff in the comments. Matthew Coyle says, "Don't tag me in your shite comments, Brother Gaming." Anyone laughing at how deluded Matthew Coyle is? Tell you what, mate. Everyone's got their opinion. Everyone's got their opinion. Let's not slag it. Come on, lads. Anyway, Indy Tagger says the treble isn't impossible with Mourinho as manager. I like to think that. And United in Talk says treble incoming. Please, if we win the treble, we are the best team in the world, and that's a fact. Anyway, Brother Gaming says Tunisia isn't an easy game. Bollocks from Matthew Coyle. And I'm going to come to you, Darryl. Lastly, but not least, who was your young player of the season? Daryl Johnson.
It's a hard one because there's not that many youngsters that have actually played that well this season. What year is it allowing? Like what? Less under 20.
Well, just anyone who come from like the under 21 or like anything like that.
Marcus Rashford. I think he's under 21.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah,
because he has scored some important goals for us this season. That the 2 goals against Liverpool, and then obviously he scored some other important goals. So it's the only type of player I can think of that's like under 21s. I rarely flame and look. I never look at the flame in years. I never look at their ages.
Rashford's 20 apparently. Yeah, Rashford's 20.
Yeah, I was going to say I thought it was under 21, but yeah, I think he's been decent this season. But I think he's the only type of young player that I would probably go for because he's just been pretty decent this season. He's had a good season, got a couple of goals in net. But players like these can only improve in the next season. So yeah, I think he's been pretty good, and hopefully he carries on that decent run of form for next season.
Yep, I agree, mate. I agree. I think there's a lot more to come from the young boy. He is red, like Manchester. Rashford is red. Ryan says Jose has a couple of trebles in his career. Yep, so no reason why I can't do it again with Manchester United next season. United in Talks says Kieran, will you do your Premier League predictions? I will be doing them in a separate video. And I think you'll be doing them as well, Zach. So if you want to go check out United in Talk and Dazzer in the description down below. You guys know what to do by now. Hit the link in the description down below. But yes, and Matthew Coyle says the treble in Inter was probably his best year in management. And just quickly to end the stream, who would be your dream signing? For me, for right now, I'll go with Gareth Bale. I think Gareth Bale would be a fantastic sign for Man United in his prime right now. So yeah, you guys can have your say in the live chat as well on who your dream signing would be. But yes, I think I'm going to end it there, guys. I think we've been live.
Mine would be Gareth Bale as well.
Yep, Dal goes with Gareth Bale as well. But that is the end of the season, guys. That is it. That's the end of the season for my content. I just want to say thank you to everyone. To everyone. I mean, you guys are saying Ronaldo, by the way, and I think Ronaldo is a fantastic shout. I probably should have gone for him anyway.
Not going to happen.
But I mean, and Billy T goes with Milinkovic-Savic. So Ronaldo and Milinkovic-Savic again, probably very, very good. Indy Tagger said Dybala as well. I tell you what, some fantastic suggestions there. But I just want to say thank you to everyone for all of your support this season. Really, really do appreciate it. Hopefully, we can continue growing throughout the next season. Again, I'll be doing I'll be doing transfer content and World Cup stuff as well. So stay tuned for that.
Transfer show on Thursday night if you want to join.
Go check
I'll try
out.
And get you on for that one.
Yeah. Go check out Dazzer's transfer show. Yes, Ryan. Of course, I'll be doing more transfer news, but this signifies the end of the 2017-18 season, and that's all the content I'm going to be doing on that season. We're going to leave that season behind. Next season.
Read out my dream transfer.
Right, fine. His brother gaming's dream transfer is Wazza. Anyway, Wayne Rooney. Look, Wayne. He says his dream transfer, as I said in the past, is Wazza or Wayne Rooney. Anyway, I mean, we're going to brush past that. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. I'll still be doing content. I'll try and upload as much as possible for you guys. Trying to keep you in the know of the transfer news. But that's it. Thank you so much for all the support this season. Really appreciate it. Leave a like if you haven't already, and subscribe to the channel if you are new. Subscribe to United and Talk and Dazzer's Football Stand in the description down below. And yes, thank you so much for all the support this season. You've been absolutely fantastic. Thank you to the best Manchester United community on YouTube, and I'll see you guys in a bit.